ॐ सहना भवतु।
ॐ सहना
भवतु। सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सहनौ भुनक्तु।
सह वीर्यं करवावहै।
सह वीर्यं करवावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः।
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं
विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं
चतुर्भुजं
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत्
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये।
सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये।
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यम्।
सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं।
वरदे कामरूपिणे
वरदे कामरूपिणे।
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि।
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि।
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा।
येनाक्षरः समाम्नायम्
येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम्
अधिगम्य महेश्वरात्।
अधिगम्य महेश्वरात्।
कृष्णं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम्
कृष्णं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तम्
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः।
तस्मै पाणिनये नमः।
ऊहविसर्जनीयानां कण्ठः इचूयशानां तालु
इचूयशानां तालु
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
ऋटुरषाणां मूर्धा
ऋतुलसानां दन्त्याः
ऋतुलसानां दन्त्याः
उपध्मानीयानाम् औष्ठौ
उपध्मानीयानाम् औष्ठौ
न्यमगणनानां नासिकाच्च
यमगणनानां नासिकाञ्च
एदैतौ कण्ठतालु
एदैतौ कण्ठतालु
औदौतौ कण्ठोष्टम्
ओदौतौ कण्ठोष्टम्
वकारस्य दन्तोष्ठम्
वकारस्य दन्तोष्ठम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलम्
जिह्वामूलीयस्य जिह्वामूलम्
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
नासिका अनुस्वारस्य
adjective means pronouns, demonstrative pronoun, he, she or it. Mukesh bhai starts from
हि पुल्लिंगम पुल्लिंगः य सः तौ ते तं तौ तान् तेन ताभ्यां तैः तस्मै तभ्यां ताभ्यां तेभ्यः तस्मात् ताभ्यां तेभ्यः तस्य तयोः तेषां तस्मिन् तयोः तेषु तेषु
teshu.
तेषु
This is almost the same, no? Only tattetani in neuter is different. The rest are same. So need not to do. She strilingaha. Jai Shri Ben.
श्री स्त्रीलिंगः सा तेताः तां तेताः तया ताभ्यां ताभिः तस्यै ताभ्यां ताभ्यः तस्याः ताभ्यां ताभ्यः तस्याः तयोः तासां तस्यां तयोः तासु
Actually, it has gone over instead. Same thing. If we put here Eshaha. So Eshaha, Eto, Ete. So here Eshaha means this. So Mukesh bhai, sorry, Deepak bhai.
एषः पुल्लिंग एषः एतौ एते एतम् एतौ एतान् एतेन एताभ्याम् एतैः एतस्मै एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः
Etebhyah.
एतस्मात् एतेभ्यः एतस्मात् एताभ्याम् एतेभ्यः एतस्य एतयोः तेषाम् एतस्मिन् एतयोः एतेषु
Same way, etat ete etani, etat ete etani is the same. Only etat etena etabhyam is same. Now, same. Etat strilingaha. Shita?
एतत् स्त्रीलिंगः एषा एते एताः एताम् एते एताः एतया एताभ्याम् एताभिः एतस्यै एताभ्याम् एताभ्यः एतस्याः एताभ्याम् एताभ्यः एतस्याः एतयोः एतासाम् एतस्याम् एतयोः एतासु
Tasu. Pooja?
अस्मत् उत्तम पुरुष अहम आवाम वयम माम मा अवाम नौ अस्मान् नः मया आगाभ्याम अस्माभिः, मह्यं, मे, आवाभ्यां, नौ, अस्माभ्यं, नः, मत्, आवाभ्याम्, अस्मत्, मम, मे, आवयोः, नौ, अस्माकं, नः, मयि, आवयोः, अस्मासु.
Jayashree-ben, this
युष्मत्
Hmm.
मध्यम पुरुष त्वम युवाम यूयम त्वाम त्वा युवाम वाम युष्मान वह त्वया युवाभ्याम युष्माभिः तुभ्यं ते युवाभ्याम वाम युष्मभ्यं वह त्वत् युवाभ्याम युष्मत् तव ते युवयोः वाम युष्माकं वह त्वयि युवयोः युष्मासु.
Actually, we are seeing passive voice, and in passive voice only Atmanepadas, this all termination we have to use. But right now we are not preparing any forms, but these are the forms of Atmanepada which can only used in passive voice. Let me start from passive voice. That we have seen demonstrative pronoun last time. There's special Sandhi rule. Saha and Eshaha. They drop their visarga in front of any consonant and all vowels except akara. That we have seen. This is also we have seen, but we start from here so we can complete in one. So the passive voice. The passive voice is formed from the verbal root, not from the verbal base. So today, just I have kept suppose. These are the root. So when we are preparing in active voice, so krush we have to karshati, kridati, khad, suppose here ji, jiyati, but here we have to direct use this verbal form. Yes, here also bhu, bhuyate, बुद्ध बुध्यते रक्ष रक्ष्यते रुह रुह्यते वद उष्यते. That will come. So these are called original verb. We should not go with this. Same way, there is another irregular verbs I have kept. Suppose gachati, but main original verb is gam. Then we have to use gamyate. This all are the original stha, tishtati, sthiyate. These are called, we are using original verb, not formation. That we have just now seen. So there they have written. So passive voice is formed from the verbal root, not from the verbal base, except for the verbs of the 10th conjugation, which keep their strengthened radical vowel while losing the conjugational sign aya. So we know, suppose chur means to steal. So in 10th conjugation, so actually chur plus a plus aya. So this we have to drop, it becomes chura. This is we have to use here. Strengthen. This is called, if strengthen, if something is there, then it becomes undergoing in guna. That same we can apply. Anybody knows? Yeah, but this akara can cause guna of the last vowel. It can go guna of short medial vowel. What are the rules of first conjugation is also applicable for here. And then aya we are adding. Here only this a is added. And what are the changes takes place? It will come, we will see. So thus, the passive voice of gama, ni, if formed immediately, then gama and ni is not from gacha and naya, what we have seen. And that form of chur is formed from chora, not from choraya. So this chur is a short medial vowel plus a. So a can cause guna of the short medial vowel. So chu becomes chor. And this akara joined this word chor. So this we have seen. They will go by 3 lessons, step by step. So here they have not given much in detail. And ya is added to the root. So suppose gum, then ya is added. So it becomes gamya. Then tette, ite, ante, se, ite, dve, I, vahe, mahe. Suppose this gamya. So they say ya becomes ya before the termination beginning with ma and va. So if we see here, again we take this. So this gum, gachati, but gum plus ya. It becomes gamya. And now this gamya added here. Gamyate, gamyete, gamyante, gamyase, gamyathe, gamyethe, gamyadve. But here gamye, same rule, gamya vahe, gamya mahe. So gamya vahe, gamya mahe. Like this. Here, suppose gamya, same for past tense. So here a is added. Because of this imperfect, agamyata, agamyetam, agamyanta, agamyathaha, agamyetam, agamyadvam, agamye, agamyavahi, agamyamahi. Like this. Then gamyatam, so that they are mentioning here. So that yakara becomes ya before the termination beginning with ma and va. So that we have seen gamya vahe, gamya mahe. And that ya becomes half yakara before termination beginning with a or a. So same. So here is not there, but here suppose in imperative mood. So it is not gamyatam, but gamyantam. This a is dropped. So gamyantam. Here gamyetam. Here also gamyavahe, gamyamahe. Now the termination of the passive voice are always Atmanepada termination that we have seen. Termination, and they have given ni, yakara is added, ni yadve. The yakara is added, the hyatam. This is the rule that we have correct. No question, no, up until here. Any question? Pooja or Sheetal, anyway? Anybody has question? No, okay. Now, the final short ikara and short ukara is lengthened. So G means Jayati. This is G, is a Jayati. But this G becomes long, become G, the G avahe. So we too are conquered. Tishru means to hear. Tishru becomes lengthened. So ashruyata. Shruyata means it's become shru. In passive voice. So now, second, another rules. So there is a da, dha, ma, gai, ha, pa, stha. Da means yachati. Dha means damati. This is ma means to measure, gai to sing, ha to give up, pa to drink, stha to tishtati means to stand. These all verbs ending with akara change their final vowel in dirgha ikara. So if da, this becomes di. So here, di, dha becomes di. Ma means to measure, me, ge. From this only Gita comes. Ha, hiyate, to give up. Pa, piyate, from here we have come drink. Stha, sthi. And then again yakara is added, then Atmanipada's termination we can add. Any question until here? Pooja? Deepak bhai? No? Yes? Yeah.
Ma, you said all the roots which is ending with the final vowel should be will change into E, right? But gay does not have the final vowel
Gai.
This here. But still it becomes gi. Yeah, still it becomes gikara. So this gay becomes, this is again irregular in irregular.
Irregular.
This is irregularity in irregular verbs. Okay. So they have given one da becomes diyate, gai is giyet. So actually is a gi. Then ya is added, then all termination. So until it is nice. Now another rule. This is final short rukara. Huh? This is short rukara. The final short rukara after a single consonant becomes ri. So there is a ru means to take away. Is a original root ru. So actually if we put r plus ru, this ru converted into ri. And when both are joined, it becomes riyate. That's the ri. And then again we have to put yakara. So this we can say is a verbal base. Then we can add all terminations of Atmanipada.
I always thought why R and R, they have same sound.
No, this is ru, you know,
Right?
this ru is a vowel. While this ri is a consonant. So
But
suppose,
sound the same.
yeah, suppose there is a crew. Crew means to pull out, to attract. Karshati.
This is a Rashwa Riyate or a
This is a rasva. Sorry, rasva. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so suppose R
Choti.
is equal to, yeah, 1 minute. R plus short rukara. This becomes a re. So when both will join, so here this is short.
Short.
Riyate. Then re, then we have to add ya and then rest termination. So suppose re, let me go.
What is the meaning of this word?
Harati,
Mataji, what
you know,
is the
ru
meaning
means
of this
harati,
word?
to take away.
Bharati.
So suppose riyata, riyatam, riyanta, riyathaha, riyatham, riyatvam, riye, riyavahi, riyamahi. So it is taken by him, taken by two, like that. So if we translate in, so again let me write here, riya. So riyata is taken by one person, by him or something, taken by two, taken by all, taken by you, taken by you too, taken by you all, taken by me, taken by we too, taken by we all.
Yes.
Mm. So is it clear?
Yes.
Okay. Hmm. So this is for short rule.
So
Now
Mataji, we were doing for gum. So
yes, we are doing for gum then.
so yeah. So that time we have to do agamyatam like that way, no? For imperfect.
For imperfect.
Yes.
So for imperfect,
For
we have to
imperfect,
do same.
so is
A
it
is
or
added,
riyate?
always A is added.
Okay.
So
For
same
imperfect.
here.
Yeah.
That's why I told no.
Yeah.
So
Suppose
riyate also or riyate?
Yes.
this gum, then yakara is added for this, which becomes gamya. So if present tense active means this, if present tense,
Okay.
then gamyate. But here, if lung is there, according to rule, we have to make it like agamya. Then rest termination are added.
Gamyatam.
Huh? Yeah.
Yes. Good.
Yeah. Okay. Now same thing we have seen is a short r. Now dirgha r. So they have said final dirgha rkara is changed into ir. Suppose, but final change to suppose ir. So there is only stru. Stru. Or this is stru. Means to spread. This through, so what we have to do, this hapstra, then first we can do like this through, it becomes iran. So they say, But if they have put yakara between this iran and here. So what they have done, you know?
No.
So they have done first. Why they have done this? Yeah. So stru is becomes stru, half stru plus dirgar. It becomes iran. No, iran, but it becomes ir. This
Ira.
becomes ir. So sta plus ir, dirgha ikara, it becomes stir. In this stir, we have to add ya according to Atmanipada. This is our passive. So it becomes stereo. Then all termination. But they are very rare.
Okay, Dirgha Rakara is very rare, right?
But if pu is there, they have given one, again one irregular. There is a purnamadav purnamidam, no? So there is a
Yes.
pru. It is a pru. So actually pa and r. So this r becomes ur. Not ir, but it becomes ur. So it becomes pur. And again, yakara is added. So it becomes purya. Then puryatam puryata. Is it clear? Or I can show in our chart? 1 minute. We can see only this, so it will be more easy. Suppose they have given one stru. Is a dirgha r. And we have to add yakara. So before this stru, always I made this mistake. Yeah, so this the becomes, we have to, in the place of this ru, we have to put ir, which becomes stir. Then we have to put yakara. It becomes styria. Then styriate, styriate, styriante. Styriate, styriate, styriadve. Styrie, styriavahe, styriavahe. Any question? Same way they have given for pu. Suppose pru actually is a pa, half pa, same r. So again half pa, but instead of ir, we have to put ur, dirgha ura. So it becomes pur. Then we have to add ya, then it becomes purya. So puryate, puryete, puryante, puryase, puryathe, puryadve, purye, puryavahe, puryamahe. Any question? Any? Clear? Sheetal.
Mataji, only one thing in that fifth point, da, dha, ma, gai.
Huh.
Only for those words it is, or always wherever that a comes, we have to do.
Generally,
Only
right
for
now
that
we know
irregular
only
words.
this much verb. But I think whenever a comes, this rule is applicable.
Okay.
Yeah. So this lesson is over. That's why. No question, no.
So many rules, Swaminiji, in this little rules.
Actually, yeah, actually, no, only 4 rules. Now it is very easy. So that yakara is added, you know. Atmanepadas terminations are added, we know. And only direct, we have to never need to know, you know, the irregular verbs. Directly verbal root, we can add yakara, that we know. So this rule is direct yakara is added. Only if there is a short e or short u. So this is for if short e, this is short e, becomes dirghai, short u becomes dirghau. So if G is there, it becomes G. Same way shrew is there, it becomes shrew. Yeah. And for this, E is becomes. All roots ending with generally this dama. So is da is there, da becomes a di. Da becomes di. Short ru becomes a ri. So we have to remember this short r becomes ri. So actually if I can put r, riyate means to take away. Because in our, this is suppose ru, so half ru, this is in first conjugation, this akara becomes ar. So harati. Harati means to take away. But this ru becomes ri. And this dirgha rukara for stru. But there are very, very few need not to remember this stru. And for pu, ur is added. So actually this is a labial. Pa, papa, baba, ma. For labial, u is added, ur is added. Let me see now. So asmad means I, yushmad means you or thou, tad means that or he, etad means this, sharaha, arrow, sutaha means charioteer, stenaha, chief, a thief, dharmaha, duty, arthaha, wealth, muktihi, salvation. Gopalaha is the name, Malharakaha, sweeper. So here one small story will come. So these are the name. Sumati is also one particular name. Parishadaha, courtier, Vadaha, killing, Darshanam is a sight, Abhidheyam is the name, Vimudaha, bewildered, Sneha, Snehyati, to feel affection. They have written this particular sne, connected word, always gone in 7th case, not in 1st case. Rame Snehyati, like Sev, Sevate, to serve. Kim means what? Samipam, near. The connected word with Samipam takes 6th case. Genitive. Kataraha. Which of two? Kataranno gariyah yadvajayam yadivano jay. This katara, comparison between two. Brusham. Greatly, violently. Sorry. Able to hear, no? No problem. Okay. So, nir aparadaha, innocent. Pra plus wish is to enter. Ava plus lok, avalokayati means to see.
Ma, how is avalokayati is to see? How is this derived?
No, you know, actually, if you remember, this loka, actually, the meaning of loka is verb,
Right.
but it is in Atmanepada, lokyate. Lokyate anubhuyate, to experience, actually. But when this prefix is added, ava, this lokyate has gone and it converts into parasmaipada. It becomes avalokayati. To make something to see, actually it is called avalokayati. To see, even we can examine. To analyze, even we can say is avalokayati. That person does analysis, we can say is avalokayati. So one we can try. Ni we know, they have given one exercise, then rest you can do. Suppose this crew, what we say is crew from Karshati. This crew, what we have to add here, or what was there? If ru is there,
Ko plus
or is added. This or is added.
It will become Kri.
plus you. Plus. Correct.
For re will come, no?
E.
Yeah,
Sixth
ru. Here it is. This is the rule. 1 minute.
6.
After short rukara, a single consonant becomes re. This rule is applicable here. I think everybody has Anton, no? So this rule, I will take, actually I will cut it out and we will put these 4 rules, and this all verbs we can prepare form like this only. So same thing, this crew, suppose crew, so it becomes ka,
Kri.
kakara plus ru.
Kri.
This
So,
ru becomes re,
Kri.
and this ka, both will join, it becomes
Here.
kri.
Kri.
And then ya
Then-
is added.
Then ya is added.
Kriya.
Kriya.
It becomes kriyatam. Now there are very famous. Passive is more. So suppose now we add here. So kriyate, kriyate, kriyante, kriyase, kriyate, क्रियत्वे, क्रिये, क्रियावहे, क्रियामहे. Same way they have given ni. So ni is to take away nayati. So directly yakara is added, it becomes niya. So niyate, niyate, niyante, niyase, niyate, niyadve, niye, niyavahe, niyamahe. And third one, what was there?
Da.
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 So da becomes di.
Di.
Then we have to add yakara.
Yes.
So same diyate, diyate, diyase, diyase, diyate, diyadve, diye,
Diyavahe.
diyavahe. Chinta. So chintayati. So this chint is in 10th conjugation.
Just
You have
add the year. So
Here is added.
now. Chinta is in 10th conjugation. So we have to remember chint becomes this simply added. So it becomes chinta.
And then to
Chinta is in which case, and then ya is there. It becomes chintya. So chintya, and then again imperfect.
so achintya.
Ma, when a is added to chintya, the halanga will go, right?
No,
It will
that's
become
why
a
I
chint.
think it is not in 10th conjugation. I would like to check this chint in which conjugation. First conjugation, chintati, chintati. 1 minute, chint. Let me check. Chintayati. So actually, if chintayati is there in 10th conjugation, so they have given no chint
Sixth conjugation, Mataji.
in 6th conjugation.
Yes.
No, it is 10th
Yeah,
conjugation.
10th, yeah.
Okay.
Which page you got it?
Yeah, it is in 10th.
On page
Hello.
20.
Ent one 140 page. Ent one.
30.
Only dictionary is given in it.
And 38, yes, page 38.
Chinta, then it becomes chintaya. Then chintaya, then we have to add achintaye. Okay. Yeah, let me give. This is if in 10th conjugation, they have said, no, they have a is added. So chinta, first a is added and ya for passive voice. So this becomes chinta and ya is there. So then chintaya is like a verbal base. So if we go here, they have said imperfect, no?
So achintya.
So we have to put here akara, then achintayat, achintayitam, achintayan, achintayathaha, achintayetham, achintayadvam, achintye, chintaye, achintayavahi, achintayamahi. Like this. Perfect. Same way rest. What are there? Munch. We have to directly add muchyate.
Munch.
We have to put akara is.
Yes.
So suppose
Hmm.
that you can do your with much. yakara is
Yeah.
added, becomes
Muchya.
muchya. Then a is added because of this imperfect. Same way v plus g, so g becomes dirgha. G plus yakara. So with this G becomes dirgha. So Vijaya. From Vijayate, no? That's what has come, Vijayate. Vijayataram, Vijayataram. So from this Vijaya, you have to again Avijaya. Because imperfect. Sevyate. This
A will
sevya.
come after V or before V?
Yeah, sorry. Here it will come.
A will come
V
Yeah,
plus A becomes Vyajya.
plus
Yeah, Vyajya.
Vyajyate.
Vyajya. Chur. Choraya. Chorye, choryavahe, choryamahe. So rest you do. So we can do little bit some very good story. So starts from where? And Mukesh Bhai, sir. One sentence for you. Then we can do, because actually we have started at 7 o'clock because that was not working, no, our Wi-Fi. So starts
Mama,
from.
but I have to go.
You have to go.
mean they say.
Yes, ma'am.
We can only one sentence. Jai Shri Ben, I am seeing first you.
Yes, okay. एतस्मिन् देशे गोपालः अभिधीयेन नृपतिः अवसत्.
Main
So
sentence.
एतस्मिन् is a seventh case. Nrupatihi avasat. Etasmin is 7 by 1. So Deshe also is a locative 7 by 1. Gopalaha is a 1 by 1. Abhidhiyena, that is 3 by 1. Nrupatihi also 1 by 1. And avasata is a imperfect singular. So they in that country,
Tasmin means this. If tasmin, no, then that. Like tat is that, but
okay.
etat is this.
This. Okay.
So in this country,
Gopala Nama.
The
by the name
king
of
named Gopal was living in that country.
is a lived. Is a past tense.
Yes, lived. Yeah, past tense. Lived.
So in Drupadi means a king lived by the name
named Gopal.
Gopala in this country.
Okay.
Like this. So king lived by the name Gopala in this country.
This country.
So rest we will do next time. Okay. The internet is not working. Om Purnamada
पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते
हरि ओम श्री गुरु नमः हरि ओम।
Hari Om.